Benjamin Franklin was never supposed to matter. He was not born into wealth. He was not born into power. He was not born into nobility. He did not command armies. He did not sit on a throne. He did not rule through force. And yet, without Benjamin Franklin, the United States might never have existed. History often remembers leaders by titles: presidents, generals, kings. Franklin was none of those. He was something far more dangerous to empires. He was a thinker, a negotiator, a man who understood people better than power. Benjamin Franklin was born in 1706 in Boston, the 15th child in a family of 17. His father made candles and soap. His hands smelled of wax, not wealth. There was no inheritance waiting for Benjamin Franklin, no land, no privilege. School ended early for him. His family could not afford education. Instead, Franklin was sent to work. At 12 years old, he was apprenticed to his brother, a printer. It was here, surrounded by ink, paper, and words, that Franklin found his true education. He read everything: books, pamphlets, essays, philosophy, science. While others slept, Franklin read. While others followed rules, Franklin questioned them. Franklin's brother controlled the printing shop. He controlled the money. He controlled the power. Benjamin Franklin hated control. At 17, with little money and no plan, he ran away. No farewell, no safety net, just belief. He arrived in Philadelphia, dirty, hungry, and unknown. This moment mattered more than history admits, because Franklin did not arrive as a hero. He arrived as nobody, and he learned something critical. In America, you could rebuild yourself. Franklin did not rise through force. He rose through usefulness. He worked as a printer, then a writer, then a publisher. His newspaper thrived, not because it was loud, but because it was smart. He wrote under fake names. He argued both sides of issues. He mocked arrogance. People trusted him, and trust became his currency. Soon, Franklin was more than a printer. He founded libraries, fire departments, hospitals, universities, not by command, by persuasion. Franklin's curiosity had no limits. He asked questions others ignored. What is electricity? How does it move? Can it be controlled? During a thunderstorm, Franklin flew a kite, not out of madness, but calculation. Lightning struck. Electricity traveled. Franklin proved electricity was natural, not divine. This single act made him famous across Europe. Kings knew his name. Scientists respected him. Philosophers admired him. Franklin had done something rare. He made knowledge powerful. When tensions rose between the American colonies and Britain, Franklin stood at the center. He had lived in London. He understood British pride, British arrogance, British fear. At first, Franklin did not want revolution. He wanted reform. But Britain humiliated him publicly, mocked him, dismissed colonial voices. Moment changed Franklin. He returned to America convinced independence was no longer optional. It was necessary. The war that could not be won alone. When war broke out, America was weak. No navy, little money, few allies. George Washington could fight battles, but battles alone would not win independence. America needed something else. France. And France would not help just anyone. They needed persuasion, charm, intelligence. They needed Benjamin Franklin. Franklin arrived in France old, tired, and sick. But he was brilliant. He dressed simply, spoke humbly, listened carefully. French elites adored him, not because he demanded respect, but because he earned it. He convinced France that America was worth the risk, that Britain could be beaten, that supporting the colonies would weaken an empire. Without Franklin, France does not fund the war. Without France, America does not win. This was not speculation. It was reality. Franklin understood something most leaders never do. People do not follow logic alone. They follow emotion. He used humor, patience, timing. He never rushed decisions, never cornered allies. He made others feel wise for agreeing with him. This skill, more than any invention, was Franklin's greatest weapon. After independence, America faced another danger. It might tear itself apart. At the Constitutional Convention, delegates argued endlessly. Large states, small states, North, South. Franklin was the oldest man in the room, too weak to speak long. But when he did speak, the room listened. He urged compromise, not perfection, because perfection would destroy unity. His words helped shape the Constitution, not as an ideal document, but a workable one. Franklin believed strongly in free speech, in liberty, in reason. But he also believed in restraint. He understood something timeless. A nation dies when ego becomes more important than survival. He did not get everything he wanted, but he accepted what the nation needed. Benjamin Franklin died in 1790. 20,000 people attended his funeral. In France, the revolutionaries mourned him. In America, citizens honored him. He had never been president, never worn a crown, yet his influence was everywhere. In science, in diplomacy, in freedom itself. Benjamin Franklin proved a dangerous truth. You do not need power to shape history. You need understanding. He outthought empires, outnegotiated kings, outlasted critics. He built bridges where others built walls. And in doing so, he helped create a nation. Benjamin Franklin did not fight the world. He understood it. And that made all the difference.